Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. And it's so lovely to have, you, Ciara, and you, Jen, in the same room at the same time. Two inspirational women that get on and do stuff no
Yeah.
matter what other people say you can and can't do. You two are both inspirational women. We're all inspirational women in this room, actually. But you two, even more so than a lot of others, because you both have learning disabilities,
Mhm.
that a lot of people think that means you can't do stuff.
Yeah.
But you two really show us what's possible.
So my name is Ciara Lawrence. I have a learning disability. I'm 44. So at the moment, obviously, I work for the UK leading learning disability charity Mencap. Um, I've now officially been there 23 years, so I've been there a very, very long time. Um, I started 23 years ago as a part-time office assistant type job. And then I've climbed the ranks over the years from assistant level to officer level, and now I'm at a leader level job. So my job role now, I'm now engagement lead at Mencap. So my job then is to link up people with a learning disability with the people who are asking me about that request. So, for example, at the moment, I've got people with a learning disability involved in our new campaign proposition, which is really exciting. And we really want to tell the story now of what people with a learning disability really can achieve, really can do. So, what we really want is people really seeing people with a learning disability for who they are, what they do, what they can achieve. We really want the people with a learning disability to be the voice of our campaigning work. We really want people with a learning disability to be the face of our campaigning work. We want them to lead it. We want them to be the voice of it. So it's really exciting.
Jen, you've been doing what you've been doing for a very long time too. Because you've got a very different way of supporting and encouraging people with learning disabilities, haven't you?
I I dance with my dancing family.
But you do a lot more than that, don't you?
Um, both Don Don and I lead um, community workshops um, in in Chorley and other places
On Zoom.
and on
On
Zoom.
Zoom, yeah. But there's also a big group that's performance. Who are they as well?
They're the DS um, collective team.
Where have we been?
The Dance Syndrome Collective, that's the performance group, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you do
Edinburgh.
top quality performances at the Edinburgh Fringe, at the Lowry in Manchester. Really big stages you dance on, don't you? The Dance Syndrome Collective.
Absolutely, yes.
We do training courses as well, don't we? It's not just it's not just about going into the workshops, isn't it? It's giving everybody the opportunity, isn't it, to be able to be out there.
Yes, so um, Sophie and Peter. Sophie is our artistic director and the founder, the director, um, and Peter has a learning disability as well. So they team up, and it's called Dance for Example training. So we lead people up um, with a qualification in dance. Um, whether they can become an artist like Donna is, or whether they can be a dance leader like I am. So, you know, it's what I do, because everything that I do for my dancing family, it gives me power, it gives me strength, it gives me strong, it gives me the power to believe in myself. So the three words that will stay with me for a long, long time is dream, believe, achieve, and you will go far, because if you have the right support at the right time, it can take you further and further and further. And that's what I'm doing. It feels powerful to me and my family.
Yeah.
You know, no one person is just about one thing. And Jen isn't just about dance, and you're not just about Mencap. You know, there's a whole spectrum of things that you are interested in, and contributions that everybody can make in different ways. So it might be really nice to actually broaden that conversation out and see what else there is that's within each person that they can contribute. And it's yeah, Jen will tell you how important very, very many things in her life, including karate, which I find extraordinary, but she loves it.
I absolutely do love it. Krav Maga is a self-defense. It's a martial art. So before I go on holiday, tonight will be my last one. So yes.
But not the last one, because as soon as you're back, what are you doing?
As soon as I'm back, I will be grading. So please, everyone, please, can you cross your fingers for me?
Got them crossed.
Yeah. So what will that, what belt is that? You do it in colours, don't you?
Yeah, so I've got my yellow one at the moment. I'm getting my orange one next.
That's
And-
great, Jan. Well done.
So much, yeah. So my music that I do with John, who's my founder, we founded Tubelosa, and we've never looked back at all. I love it. He loves it, and we just enjoy just making music.
That's brilliant.
So March 18 is the big awards night, because my mummy is up for hers, and I will hold her hand for that one. She needs to hold my hand for the DanceSyndrome ones. So we're up for 2 awards.
Great. Well done. That's great achievement.
Thank you.
And then what you're doing after that the following day?
I fly to America. I'm skiing on the snow in diamonds.
Oh, wow.
In diamonds, because when I see the snow, it glistens like diamonds, and that's what I love.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Amazing, Jen.
So all these things are possible
Yeah.
with the right support. So, you know, Ciara, Sue's alluded to, you're not just someone who works at Mencap.
No.
You know, you've got lots of other interests and things that you do that people, I'm sure, still say, you can't do that.
Yeah, definitely. Like, because I felt for a really long time I was only known as Ciara who has a learning disability. Then I was known as Ciara who works at Mencap. And as lovely as that is, and that's as nice as it is, I'm not just Ciara who works at Mencap. I'm not just Ciara who has a learning disability. There's so much more to me. That's just one small part of me. So now, I decided a couple of years ago, when we were all stuck in a horrible COVID pandemic, I wanted to do something that could really help raise awareness of learning disability and kind of put me out there doing something really extraordinarily. So I started up my own podcast online. It's now 3 years young. It's just turned 3. So it's been really amazing because I've been able to interview some really high profile guests that I've had on, and I've helped them think about learning disability in a whole new way. Um, and it's been amazing. So now I'm known as Ciara the podcaster, and that's amazing. And so I want to get it to a stage where I want then to use it to get to my next dream. So my next dream target is to write a book for children with a learning disability. And um, so I've got this idea of writing a really exciting, fun, positive storybook that's all about raising awareness of learning disabilities. At the end of the adventure, they realise actually they're not so different. They're not so, they've got skills, they've got talents, they've got dreams, they've got goals. So that's kind of the plot line of the book idea I have. So recently, a book publishing company got in touch with me, and they invited me to go and be the voice of some of their audio books. And I recorded 3 of their audio books, which are coming out next month. But I'm really excited by it, and I've got lots of ideas. And my dream now is, if I can get this book written, I would love to see it in a bookshop and see children picking it up and reading it and buying it. And actually, then children are learning about children with a learning disability. So that's kind of the pipe dream I have. And kind of, I'm using my podcast to get to a stage where I can then kind of launch my book. So that's kind of, yeah, like nothing is in concrete yet, nothing's definite yet, but like I'm having early day kind of conversations about how it might look and feel and sound. So yeah.
Well, Jen's mantra, dream, believe, achieve, that's all you need, Ciara, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jen, what do you think of having a storybook based on people with learning disabilities?
That's an amazing idea, Ciara. Amazing idea. I will happily support you in that. Very happy.
Thank you. That's great. Thanks, Jen. It was actually 22 years ago that I moved out of my parents' house. And I didn't know what it was going to be like. I didn't know whether I would achieve. And actually now, I live together with my husband. We have our own home now, and it's lovely. And I have the right support around me to live independently. And obviously Mark, he supports me on a day-to-day basis whenever I need him. And I've been able to pay my bills. I've been able to know that I need money to pay bills, and I've been able to get better at budgeting my money, because obviously we still have to pay bills, and we have to pay rent, and we have to do everything to be able to stay in our home. And I'm really proud now that I've got my forever home. You know, I really want to show that actually with the right support it can be done, and it can, if you have the right support around you, you can live independently. Um, and I'm very lucky. I'm just one person with a learning disability. I know that I'm lucky. I know that I have my platform, I have a voice, but that isn't the same for everybody with a learning disability.
Yeah, and you know, Jen, you're another one person with a learning disability that is living independently, you know, with the right support to help you to do that. And how is that for you?
Um, it it feels different in a way. But what I do know is this. Um, I know that my mummy and daddy, um, they have my back too. And from the very first day that I was born, um, they took me into their arms and said um, that I was born to dance. I was born to lead. I was born to be a leader. And hand on my heart, I am over the moon with all the support that I have, with my lead support, with the devotion of my parents' support. I wouldn't be who I am.
So maybe I can just jump in there, Jen, and say you have been the best teacher to us, and you have inspired countless numbers of other people to believe in themselves. And yeah, support is a strange thing, isn't it? Because support isn't always necessarily the person that you are speaking to who is immediately there, like Donna is there for you right now. But support can come in many, many different guises. It doesn't necessarily have to be the person who's in the room with you. It can be the person that's thousands of miles away. Like us, we're in the middle of the ocean. We can still be supportive of you being able to be the person that you choose to be. And you're very quick to show us the door too, when you've had quite enough of us. Thank you very much. So you've developed this uncanny technique, haven't you, of subtly telling people when they've had enough time with you.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Yeah.
Sue, it's not only you that happens to.
Yeah, no, I have the same thing with my mum. She's like, "Shall I come over?" She'll be like, "Shall I come over for a cup of tea?" Well, maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow. And kind of like, don't just invite yourself over.
Now the
Yeah,
stories are all coming out, aren't they?
yeah.
Oh, I do it properly. I make an arrangement and I knock on the door, and then Jen decides if she's going to invite me in or not.
Yeah, yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, no, that's definitely important. I think, you know, my parents have kind of, I think they've got to the point now where they go, just let us know when you're free and we'll come over. So I'm like, yeah, it's on my diary time.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, it's been a real pleasure to, you know, spend a bit of time with you all this morning, with people with learning disabilities, living the life of their choosing with the right support to be able to do that, inspiring others to do that too through your work and through how you live your lives.
Yeah. If you could dance anywhere in the world, where would you like to dance? Have you got like a dream venue that you'd like to dance in?
My dream is to go on Strictly Come Dancing.
On Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh,
There's
no.
also your other dream, Jen, isn't there, about your football team?
My dream um, is to dance for them on their pitch at the
Mm.
Etihad Stadium.
Wow.
That's a great dream. That's really good one. Yeah. But I just want to say also thank you to Jen and Sue for asking me to be a patron for Dance Syndrome. So yeah, I'm really proud to be one of your patrons. So I will keep flying the flag for Dance Syndrome. Thank you.
That means the world to me and to my mum and to all of my dancing family.
Thanks,
Cool.
Jen.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.